Good evening. We'll call to order the meeting of the Haverford Township Zoning Hearing Board of Thursday, July 17, 2025. Present at the front table to my far left is Jessica Vitale, a voting member.
Evening.
Ed McGargy, a voting member. Ernie Angelos, our solicitor.
Good evening.
To my right, Jesse Poynton, a voting member.
Good evening.
Jonathan Mount, Haverford Township Zoning Officer. And my name's Robert Kane. I'm also a voting member. We have one decision and 4 new cases this evening. Before we begin, Jess, you want to lead us in the pledge?
Mr. Chairman, please rise if you're able. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice. Thank you.
All right. The decision is case Z25-17, First Church of Our Lord Jesus Christ, Inc., owner of 400 College Avenue, Haverford, PA, DC folio number 2205-0019-100, seeks a special exception, or actually, do I need to read the whole description? Unless you would, okay. From section 182-711A3 of the zoning ordinance to permit an accessory private garage with a building height of 21 feet 1 3/8 inches, where a maximum height of 18 feet is otherwise permitted. A variance from section 182-711A3B to permit a private garage greater than 18 feet in height to be in front of the rearmost portion of the principal building, whereas 20 feet behind the rearmost portion of the principal building is otherwise required. A variance from section 182-711B3 of the zoning ordinance to permit the accessory private garage to be approximately 123 feet by 30 feet with a 113-foot, 1.5 inch by 30-foot, 1 7/8 inch eave to eave, whereas accessory private garages larger than 25 feet by 25 feet is otherwise prohibited. Property zone R1 and located in the 5th Ward. Ed, would you please take that decision?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. I vote to approve the requested variances for this project with the following conditions. 1, there will be no lighting that will affect the neighboring properties. Number 2, the garage will not be rented for any commercial use of these garages. The garage will be for storage of vehicles only and will not contain any commercial type equipment such as, but not limited to, paint booth, hydraulic lifts, or dynamometers. 4, mature evergreen trees of sufficient size to screen or buffer the properties to the rear of the property shall be installed. 5, during construction, all vehicles, staging, equipment, and dumpsters will be restricted to the property and not in the public right-of-ways. 6, stormwater will not adversely impact neighboring properties. 7, the project will be completed in accordance with the notes of testimony and within 18 months.
Okay, Jessica?
I agree.
And Jessica, Ed, and I were the only members present that heard that case, so Jesse Poynton is not participating.
I will abstain.
And I also agree. So that application's approved with those conditions, 3-0. Our first new case, which is an extension request, is Z24-20, William and Melissa Booth, owners of 1701 Melrose Avenue, Havertown, PA, DC folio number 2201-0121900, who seeks special exception, extension of the previously approved application. And I'm not going to read the rest of the description into the record unless somebody specifically requests that I do so. Who's here for that case? Come forward. Please, ladies first, please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
And your full name and address?
Melissa Booth, 1701 Melrose Avenue.
Okay. And please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
And your full name and address for the record?
William P. Booth, also 1701 Melrose Ave, Havertown.
Could have guessed that. So you guys are requesting a year. I mean, we've read your application. So you're requesting an additional year, is it?
Yep.
Think you'll be able to finish it in a year?
I mean, we thought that the first time. They say 2 weeks, they mean 2 months, you never know, but yeah, we should. We had to change architects around October, so we had to sort of reboot.
Okay. So the original, when did your original time frame expire?
The middle of June.
June 20th. So we do a year from today. All right. So any discussion from the board, questions? Jess, Ed,
No.
Jesse?
No question.
Okay. Is there anyone here that received certified mail that wishes to testify? Anyone that received regular mail? Any other residents of Haverford Township? All right, how about if we go 1 year from today's date?
Appreciate
So
it.
we'll
Thank
make it
you.
July 17th, 2026. All right, that closes the record on this case. Ed, do you agree?
I agree.
Jesse?
I agree.
Jess?
Agree.
Okay, you got it.
Appreciate it. Thanks,
Thank you
guys.
very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I usually just do it without a vote. All right. Ruth. There it is. That's out of the way. I'm not sure about that. I'm thinking about it, Jess. What do you think? Take a while. What do you think about? Yeah. Merged. All right, the first new case we're going to hear this evening is Z25-26, Lorraine Durry Moore, owner of 403 Covington Road, Havertown, PA, DC folio number 2202-001070, who seeks a variance from section 182-206C7 to allow a 7-foot rear yard setback where 25-foot is required. Property is on R4 and located in the 8th Ward. Please come forward. I need to swear both you guys in, so ladies first, please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
And your full name and address?
Lori Ann Moore, 403 Covington Road, Havertown, PA, 19083.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
And your full name and address?
Joseph Singer, 403 Covington Road, Havertown, Pennsylvania.
Okay, so you guys submitted an application, and there are items attached to the application that you're going to want to refer to during this hearing, right?
Correct.
So in order for them to be looked at by the board and moved into the record, they need to be marked as exhibits and identified by you for the record. So are you familiar with that process at all?
Just from the YouTube videos. Just from your YouTube videos of the meetings.
Okay. No, it's good that you checked into it. You want to help them mark on there?
Or do you have exhibits that are already pre-marked or no?
I don't have anything pre-marked now. And I have something new to submit as well.
Sorry.
I have something new to submit as well.
Can you help them mark them real quick? Should we go off the record or do it on the record? All right, we'll go off the record. Ernie's going to help you mark your
Okay,
exhibits.
thank you.
Off the record, Jeff? All right, shoot, Ern.
Okay. Just briefly why we were off the record, I helped the applicant in this matter identify some exhibits. First, we'll mark Exhibit A1, which is the deed to the property, evidencing that the applicant owns the property and has standing to proceed with this hearing. A2 is a photo of the existing house from the front. A3 collectively is a 2-page document with 12 photos at various angles of the subject property as it currently exists. A4 collectively is 4 pages of perspectives the proposed addition. A5 is the site plan prepared by Vistardis Consulting Engineering's LLC. And then finally, A6 collectively is our 4 letters from neighbors in support of the application.
What was 4 again, Ernie?
4 was the perspective proposed.
Oh, I have that as 5. What was 5 then?
5 is the site plan.
Oh, okay.
A3 was 2 pages, right?
No, yes, correct. And that accurate as to the recitation?
Yes, that's accurate.
Now that we have that out of the way, please tell us a little bit about what you would like to do and why.
Sure. I'll start out with what we're looking to do and then explain a little bit as to why. We're seeking relief on the rear setback in order to allow a needed 1-story bedroom bathroom addition to be set back approximately 7 feet from the rear property line. The building is already non-conforming with regard to the rear setback to the irregular shape of this parcel. The pre-existing conditions make it impossible to develop the property in strict conforming with the current zoning requirements. As such, the authorization of a variance is necessary to allow for the reasonable and essential use of our home. The hardship in this case is due to the irregular corner lot size and shape, which existed prior to my purchase of the property. We've worked diligently to find a solution that aligns with both our family's needs and the zoning intent. We explored multiple options to try to comply with the code, including placing the addition at the back of the home. However, that would have required moving a large shade tree located on a neighboring property, which would have negatively impacted the neighbor, as well as require a variance for a rear yard setback. The proposed addition represents the minimum variance necessary to create a functional and livable space. Our request is for a reasonable adjustment that supports our family's needs while respecting the limitations of the property. The design of the addition is respectful of the neighborhood's character. Similar additions exist nearby, and we hired a professional design-build contractor to ensure the project complements the existing architecture and surrounding properties. We're confident that the proposed addition will blend in well and will not negatively impact adjacent properties or the community. Also, we have gotten support from a number of our neighbors as well. So that's basically what we're looking for. The reason that we're seeking to add this addition at this point is in 2021, my husband passed away, my son's father, and after lengthy consideration, I decided it was best for my son and I to move into a new home, but wanted to stay in Haverford Town. This turned out to be a great decision, as we now live in a neighborhood full of my son's friends and supportive neighbors, and since then, I opened a business in Haverford Town as well. When I purchased the home, it was just my son and I, so that's 2 of us. Now Joe and I are engaged, and I'm blending our families. He has 2 children, who he has full custody of, which now means we have a total of 3 children in a 3-bedroom house. So we are asking for this variance for an addition so we can have adequate space for our children, and also this will meet our current needs and give us an option to age in place in the future if need be.
Questions? Jessica?
The addition that you're proposing, would that be a primary suite for you to occupy on the first floor?
Yes.
Okay, and so when it is built, that will be its use? It's not, you're not planning that for the future?
No, that would be
And
its
in the
current.
meantime, okay, I just
Yeah.
wanted to make sure that in the meantime, it wasn't some sort of large family room or something like that.
Nope.
So it'll be bedroom, bathroom
Yes.
on the first floor, okay. I don't have any other questions.
Ed?
Yes, if I could ask Jonathan a question? Does this consider the requirement that we have 10-foot setback? Because there's no way to get in the backyard at 10 feet anywhere.
The 10-foot setback would be to a accessory structure. There's no requirement between this and the property line at 10 feet.
But the intent of that is to have access. So I guess that's another thing we need to look at. Okay, I have no other questions.
Jesse?
So you testified that you studied a lot of different options and came to this one. Was one of the options bringing the addition out flush with the front of the porch so that it would minimize the relief that you were seeking from the rear setback?
That was something we considered, but it really took away from the overall design and look of the house, and I think it would look out of place in the neighborhood.
Did you also explore at all enclosing the front porch? And, I mean, so you do, it's rare to have space in the front yard. Most people are here to seek relief because they want to build into the front and they're over. Did you look at infilling the front porch and using the space that you did have in the front yard setback?
Honestly, we did not consider that. I'm somewhat attached to my front porch, so that didn't feel like a viable option.
And I think it's in here somewhere that there's a shared driveway, so you weren't able to go to that side, is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Would you be looking in the future to expand? Are you designing it such that a second floor addition could be added
No.
in the future? Okay. And would you accept that as a condition, that it not be expanded vertically?
Yes.
Yes.
And could you describe the addition? Is it, you said it was going to be in harmony with the neighborhood. It's also going to be in harmony with the existing houses?
Yeah, so it'll be a one-story addition. The siding will match the siding that's currently on the home. And there's similar houses with those additions, usually corner lots in the neighborhood too.
And for the record, you described the irregular shape of the lot, just so that it's in the record. So looking at A5, what makes the lot irregular?
I liken it to a baseball field type of shape, and
It's diamond shaped.
our house is in far left field. So we're set back pretty far into the lot as is. I think to make us flush in the front with the neighboring properties on our street, but we're on a curved area.
Right.
So it's pretty wonky.
Can't think of any other questions. Thank you.
Anything else you got? I have no questions. Anything else you guys would like to add?
No, I'm good.
All right.
All right.
Anything else, Jess?
I don't know if you said this, but can you just clarify if your existing home is in compliance with the rear yard setback?
It is not.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Ed?
No, I have no other questions.
Anything else, Jess?
And you're not asking for any relief on coverage, impervious or building coverage, correct?
Correct.
You're under in those?
Yes. That is on A5.
Right, yes, it is on A5, yes. I'm looking at that now. And the lot meets the minimum lot size in the area. It exceeds the minimum, but it is in a regular shape.
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
Anything else you guys would like to add?
No.
No, thank you.
All right. We don't need to read these.
All right. Thank you.
Everybody or anything?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
But you do want your exhibits
Admitted.
A1 through A6 admitted into the record.
Yes, please.
Okay, they're admitted. With that, I'll ask if there's anyone present that received certified mail that wishes to testify about this case. Anyone that received regular mail? Any other residents of Haverford Township? With that, we'll close the record on this case, and the decision will be rendered either this evening. If we're unable to render a decision this evening, we have a busy, packed agenda, then one would be rendered at our next regularly scheduled meeting on, help me,
We doing two meetings in August? If not, it'd be August
they're
21st.
usually like,
It's August 21st if we don't have one in the beginning of August.
The next meeting is August 21st. That's the only meeting in August that we have. We have 4 on the agenda for that evening.
okay, so if not tonight, then August 21st.
All right.
That's it. Thank
All
you.
right. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome. Okay. Where did I bury my agenda? This isn't it. What's next? Educated guess. Our next case is going to be Z25-27, ON and Sean Forrestal, sorry if I butchered your name, owners of 71 Carnarvon Lane, Haverford, PA 19041, DC folio number 2204-005656, who seek a variance from section 182-721C1A to allow a side yard setback of 11.89 feet where a minimum of 15 feet is required, and section 182-721C2A1 to allow impervious surface of 34.2% where 30% is permitted. Property zone R1 SRD and located in the 5th ward. Well,
Hello, how are you?
need to swear you in. Ladies first, please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
And your full name and address, please?
Juan Forrestal, 71 Carnarvon Lane, Haverford, Pennsylvania, 19041.
Okay. Now you, please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
And your full name and address, please?
Sean Forrestal, 71 Carnarvon Lane, Haverford, PA, 19041.
Okay. Now, you heard the exhibit marking exercise that occurred during the prior case. Would you like some assistance marking your exhibits as well? Or you feel
Yes,
comfortable?
please.
Okay, then,
We also have some additional letters from neighbors that we
Okay.
collected. I don't know if that's
we're
for
happy
record.
to help you mark exhibits and things like
Okay.
that. So Jeff, we're going to go back off the record, please. Thank you. Are you going to identify?
Yeah. So, Mr. Chairman, like the first case, we had an opportunity to go off the record to help the applicant identify exhibits for purposes of this hearing. I'll go through them briefly and then discuss an additional need for relief that was not necessarily advertised or included in the application. We'll talk about that momentarily. Exhibit A1 is a copy of the deed evidencing ownership of the property and the applicant standing to be here. A2 is the impervious coverage calculation. I'm sorry. Yeah, A2, right, yes. A3 is a cover page, which is an elevation of the rear of the property with proposed development. A4 is the site plan. A5 is the first floor plan. A6 is a single sheet containing 4 photos, which are elevations and perspectives of the proposed construction. A7 is the proposed improvement plan prepared by Herbert McCumbee Jr. P.E. And then A8 is a collective of 7 letters from residents that are in favor of the application. Now, one thing, Mr. Chairman, I want to note as a result of Exhibit A7 is that there are 3 requested or required variances. One for the 15-foot setback, as indicated in the initial recitation of this evening's matter, for the 15 feet side yard setback, in addition to the impervious coverage. Lastly, though, there is an additional variance needed because the current building is already non-conforming as to the side yard setback. The expansion of the building, or the addition, is actually increasing the non-conformity on a horizontal perspective. So therefore, there needs to be a third variance to allow the increase of that non-conformity that was not advertised or included in the application. I have advised the applicants that that is a procedural issue, could have an issue on appeal, and that their desire to proceed this evening, they're waiving that procedural issue and understand that there are certain consequences that could result from that. Is that accurate? You want to proceed this evening?
Yes.
With that, those are the exhibits, and I am done.
You want to get them to agree that they're accurate descriptions of the exhibits?
Yeah, that's fine. And the exhibits I described, the A1 through A8 are accurate.
Yes.
All right. Now that that's out of the way, please tell us little bit about what you would like to do and why, and speak up.
Okay, can you hear me? Good evening, my name is Juan Forstall. I reside at 71 Carnarvon Lane with my husband Sean, our 2 children, and our family dog. Thank you for considering our case. We're seeking approval for a variance regarding, 3 matters. The existing encroachment of our home by less than 3 feet into the required 15-foot setback within a shared yard space with our neighboring property at 91 Carnarvon Lane, and our proposal to expand this encroachment with a 251 square foot addition and a 218 square foot deck, as well as a 2% increase in impervious surface coverage on the property. We moved to the house in late 2020 to a quiet, established neighborhood. Initially, we focused on improvements to the exterior of the property and postponed any interior structural changes to allow time to adjust to the new living environment. Exterior updates include installing pole safety fencing, removing dead trees and shrubs, eliminating some hardscaping, and emphasizing sustainable regenerative gardening. We also replaced a 30-year-old roof and painted the exterior of the house. In spring 2022, I worked with a landscape architect to plant native perennial gardens around the house in the front, the side yards, and in the rear backyard, facing the shared common meadow. In spring of 2023, I began backyard composting after attending a local class. In July 2023, I had a stormwater audit by StreamSmart, who recommended installing a rain barrel, which will be added after renovations if approved. Additionally, I planted 3 native trees as well as some magnolia trees to help offset tree removal. After several years of hosting gatherings for family and friends, it was determined that the house required modifications to better accommodate 2 family members with mobility challenges. The addition of a first-floor bedroom allows for stair-free stays. Currently, only guests can stay in the basement. And the back deck and shallow stairs facilitate backyard access for Sean's mother, who's quite elderly, and his brother-in-law, who has multiple sclerosis, without needing to go all the way around to the front of the house. They currently can't access the sunroom stairs because they're too steep at a 9-inch riser height, which is above code, I think. Our house is, the left side of our house sits about 11.89 feet from the property line within a 15-foot setback. We plan to extend this area for a bedroom toward the backyard with no further setback encroachment. The neighbor's higher elevated property is separated by a long stone wall and steps, preventing runoff or flooding issues as water drains towards the common area meadow. Our proposed addition has been carefully designed to blend with the existing architecture and preserve the character of the neighborhood. We have worked closely with our architect to ensure that all changes are as unobtrusive as possible, both visually and environmentally. The placement of the addition and deck has been thoughtfully considered to maintain privacy of both our family and neighbors, minimizing disruptions to sightlines and shared green spaces. That's it.
Is that it, Juan?
That's it, yeah.
Anything you'd like to add, John? No?
No.
Questions? Jesse?
Well, you've put on a very good case. I don't have that many questions, but I guess just to illuminate the record, I mean, it appears that the addition, as you mentioned, is essentially extending but not going any further towards your neighbors.
No,
And it from the view, looking at A3, it looks like you're kind of making a mirror image of the existing side with the
Yes.
addition?
Yes, sir.
In terms of the roof line and the massing? I assume the materials are going to match the existing house?
Yes,
And right, the deck is tucked between,
yes.
so will not be very visible from neighbors, is that fair to say?
No, because of the addition.
Right. Do you have any plans for any utilities on the deck? Other than electricity, or?
I don't believe so, no.
And would you accept a condition that electric would be the only utility? And that you would also not enclose underneath of the deck?
Yes.
Do you have any plans on covering the deck at all?
No, the only option would be one of those retractable awnings.
And the addition, you said, you testified that that's going to be an additional bedroom, you said?
Yes,
And are you adding any other bathroom or anything, or is that part of kind of an interior renovation of the existing part of the house?
yes, we decided we might delete a powder room that's in the sunroom. And there'll be an additional bathroom off of the deck so that when folks need to use the bathroom, they just go right off the deck. Because of those stairs that we have currently, his mom doesn't use those stairs. She has to go around.
Got it. Okay. And then the increase in coverage, you said was only an actual increase of 2%? So does that mean you were already over the coverage?
So the existing house is already over at 33%. And then we found out, I think when we started this initially, this was about a year and a half ago, we were told that swimming pools and such were not included in impervious surface. But I've learned since we started the process that it has. So that increased our home to 36%. And then with the addition is 250, about 250, and the deck is 218. And then there'll be like a 30-foot walkway to the backyard.
Did the
So
pool
that's
exist?
about 2%, I think.
Oh, I'm sorry. So you are only adding 2%? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Was the pool existing on the property when you purchased the home?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I don't have any other questions.
Ed?
Yeah, just a couple questions regarding to this note that says possible encroachment. Is there any litigation on that issue?
No,
So the driveway is owned, part of your driveway is owned by the homeowner?
the HOA, yes. And we only realized this after we installed, when we moved, there were 4 types of fencing. 2 of them were plastic in the back, and then the existing aluminum. So for safety reasons, because our kids were like much younger, I wanted more safety so that the gate would lock. They couldn't go in there without us. And so we replaced the whole fence with one type of aluminum fencing. So we hired McCombie to do the survey and found out that they did the original survey of the neighborhood. And that's when we found out that the driveway was paved over into the HOA easement.
So the entire driveway that you would have calculated the impervious surface technically isn't on your lot,
It's part of that easement.
but it's not on your lot, so it's not part of the square footage, so it affects.
Oh, I guess so. I guess you're right. Yes.
Okay.
I don't know how
Reduces the
much.
impervious
I don't know
a
how
little bit
much.
then.
We would take anything that we could get.
Okay, and the other thing I have a question on is that there, towards the rear by the pool, that there seems to be another encroachment with a wall and steps underneath. I guess that doesn't belong to the homeowners association to the left of your property. That's resident.
Those steps are into our neighbor's property that you see that they, where?
This is
Where
ours.
is he drawing?
I think he's talking about you're talking about the steps to the far right of the property?
Yeah, that doesn't seem to make sense.
That's within our fence
Yeah, that's
line,
over there.
and that's within the survey of the property.
What shows on the neighboring property. So I'm just wondering why you would even have steps there.
Are you
There's
talking
spark?
in the pool area, like that fence in there?
Why would your neighbors want to go into your yard?
It's the neighborhood, the way it was subdivided, they wanted to keep the original stone fence.
That's what I was thinking. So it's an historic fence. that-
Exactly.
Yeah,
not
it's
something-
original stone wall. We're the rose garden of the farmland.
I got you. I understand. That's all I have.
And we wanted to keep all of the original stone,
Okay,
if
Jessica?
possible.
I was just wondering if any thought had been given to removing your existing deck that's off of the kitchen to offset the new deck that you're building in the back.
We have considered it. We just,
No, I mean, just, we consider it. Right now, you know, that space is used for where we grill and kind of,
where we enter the house too, the kids go right through the driveway right into. We don't ever use that front
we have a
door.
nice set of bushes that run along that.
Yeah,
that
so it'd be a
deck.
big over,
You would have to rip those bushes out and we kind of
yeah.
keep the bushes are beautiful, so.
And also the view of, off of the cul-de-sac is right at where that deck is. So that would be a big consideration.
I don't have any other questions.
Jess, anything else?
No other.
Ed?
No other questions?
Jessica? Anything else you guys would like to add?
No,
Thank you.
thank you so much.
With that, I'll ask if,
We'll ensure exhibits A1 through A8 made part of the record.
Yes.
okay, they're admitted. With that, I'll ask if there's anyone present that received certified mail that wishes to testify.
Yeah. All right, we have two neighbors here.
Okay. Hello, please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Your full name and address for the record.
Jerome, Jerome Santoro, and I'm 61 Carnarvon.
What would you like to tell us, Jerome?
I would just like to say that they're great neighbors. I love what they're doing, and I fully support it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Any questions for Jerome? No?
I'm here, so I might as well.
Sure. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
And your full name and address?
Robbie Poet, 41 Carnarvon Lane, Haverford, Robbie, R-O-B-B-Y, Poet, 41 Carnarvon Lane, Haverford, PA, 19041. And to elaborate on Mr. Santoro, great neighbors, and I feel like we're in a little bit of a unique situation with, they had mentioned the meadow behind us, a lot of common spaces in our area that, you know, I know that things feel much more open than they really are with an acre right behind them and, you know, common spaces across the street, that it really adds to the amount of space that we actually have in our neighborhood. And that's
So
all I
you're
have
in
that.
favor?
Pardon me?
You're in favor of the application?
I am in favor of the application and have no objections whatsoever.
Okay, any questions for Robbie? No? Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else that received certified mail? Anyone that received regular mail? Any other residents of Haverford Township? Last call. Sean, you didn't say much. I mean, I swore you in and everything. No, nothing to add? Okay.
We know who the boss is.
That's right. It's that way in every house. All right, with that, I'll close the record on this case, and a decision will be rendered this evening. If we're unable to render a decision this evening, one will be rendered at our next regularly scheduled meeting on
August 21st.
August 21st. All right. Save the best for last. Our next case will be Z2420, no, well, strike that. Z2525. Lauren Turney and Ellen Mulcahy, owners of 45 Barbara Lane, Havertown, PA, DC folio number 2204-004527, who seek a variance from section 182-204C5A to permit a 31-foot, 5-inch front yard setback where 40-foot is required, and a variance from section 182-204C4 to permit a building coverage ratio of 25.2% where 20% is permitted, and a variance from section 182-707A4 to allow a driveway of 64 feet 7 inches wide where a maximum width of 25 feet is permitted. Property is zoned R2 and located in the 4th ward. And I'm sure you guys remember from last time, I need to swear you in.
We're back. We're back.
So whoever wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay, please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth so help you God?
I do.
And your full name and address, please?
Lauren Turney, 45 Barber Lane, Havertown, 19083.
Okay. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth so help you
do.
God? And your full name and address, please?
Ellen Mulcahy, 45 Barber Lane, Havertown, Pennsylvania.
Okay. And you submitted a lot of exhibits attached to your application, and we've offered assistance in marking and identifying the exhibits for the record to the prior applicants. Happy to do the same for you if you'd like.
You plan on just utilizing this packet?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, we're not
So
gonna
it's
add
got-
anything.
It's got a cover sheet, exhibits 1 through 13 with 2 and 3 being crossed out. Why are they removed? Just by ratification.
I see.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. Okay. Okay, all right. So, no, that's fine. I just want to make sure we identify what the exhibits are. So I'll run through them if it's okay, or just briefly.
Yeah.
Exhibit A1 is the zoning application with notice of the acknowledgement. We don't have exhibit A2 or A3. We have an exhibit A4, acknowledgement by the notary. Exhibit A5 is the waiver of time. Exhibit A6 is proof of ownership, which is the deed. A7 is plans and architectural designs. A8 is calculations and architectural designs. A9 is the floor plan. A10 is additional photos of U drives in the neighborhood. A11 is the letter to commissioners re-comprehensive plan. A12 are 4 highlighted public agency articles for the elderly and aging in place. And then finally, A13 is the reasonable accommodation application. That accurate?
that is.
Perfect.
Oh. Yes. Hold on. I think 13's included. Well, it's not part of the exhibit packet.
So exhibit 813, which is a reasonable accommodation, it says see Jonathan. I don't see it as part of the actual exhibit packet. Do you have that, Jonathan? No,
Oh.
no, the reasonable
The
accommodation.
application.
Reasonable accommodation.
We don't usually provide that as part of the package
Okay.
for HIPAA reasons.
All right,
Oh,
so, which is
Okay.
fine. So we'll go through
I'll describe it.
yeah, well, that's fine.
Okay.
I mean, if you have a copy and you want to submit it, you can. That's up to you.
We don't mind. I mean, he has the in-depth
Yeah.
medical records.
But why don't we just strike it then?
You can just testify to it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
So 12 will be your last exhibit.
Yeah.
okay,
As of now. If you want to add stuff,
Okay.
12, we'll pick up there.
okay.
Now that we've gotten through that, please tell us a little bit about what you would like to do and why.
It was 18 months roughly that we were here before asking for a carport because our ingress and egress from the car to into the house is 30 feet uncovered. And you did not agree with that, so we've come back to you with an alternative. Our health situation has changed and gotten worse, and I will go into that. But our need is increased because of that. And what we're proposing is the minimum we think we can get by with and live there safely and as fall risk less as possible. Ellen, I have an extreme type of osteoporosis, and I am worse than I was 18 months ago. But my fear is falling, and that could change the direction, project, whatever, of my life. She had a head injury in 2021. She was in ICU for 6 days. We thought this was in the past. In ICU with bleeding, broken bones, blah, 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 in Chicago for 6 days. We thought it was resolved. She had a small stroke. So we moved from Chicago to here. We thought that was behind us, and I was the issue. Lo and behold, the end of last year, she starts having repeated and constant vertigo. January 1, she goes to a neurologist at Penn. They say, oh, the fall, of course. They do a spinal fluid. She's getting fluid on her brain. That's what's causing vertigo. And it's not resolved. It's not totally resolved. What they determined after doing the spinal thing is, can you control it? Can it be controlled with PT and that angle? And the other way is to put a shunt in her head. She has a drip
Yeah, I
line.
know. When I hear you say it, it makes it sound that much worse.
Of course. And by all means, if you feel like you need to sit down,
Yeah.
Have a
No,
seat.
I'm good. I'm good for now.
She's good tonight. But that occurred end of 2024. When we were before you, that was old news. Then it reared its head again. And she's been on PT since, after all the testing. And they say it is definitely related to that original fall. And
but it's recurring and it's ongoing.
Yes.
it's ongoing, it's not resolved.
Okay.
It's being controlled now with multiple PT. She's on down to 2 times a week with physical therapy, and has been in that situation since they determined, let's try that instead of the drip line. So that's where we are. We're coming to you, so we have a combined situation that makes falling
High risk.
high risk.
Yeah.
High risk. And then, in our cases, at our age, or particularly me, the consequences of a fall are much different and much more intense and so on than it would be for you. I think you're much younger than me.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. But, so we tried to figure out a way. We'd like to create a U-Drive, which is common in our neighborhood, within blocks of us. There are multiple. And we would like to create a new entry into a window, and that is in front of the existing driveway now. An entry with an overhang from the eave, and then the U would continue around. And we'd like to have the front porch overhang extended to the extent that it covers one car door opening. That would be to the center of about the roof of the car. And that's what's calculated here. So that at least we can pull up, if it's icy or whatnot, or whatever. We can get into the house safely. And we think that was a reasonable and a minimal method to accommodate our needs and our disabilities. And we'd like for you to consider that. We have our architect here for any.
Well, let's see if there are any questions for you first, Lauren. So, Jesse?
There's also a overhang, did you talk about this, an overhang on the left side?
Yes,
That is going into what again?
that's going into what we are calling a studio. That's an addition by the original owner. And the driveway now terminates at that window.
So it's a currently, okay, I see now, I am looking at, this is,
And you can look at the floor plan.
right, so I'm on Exhibit 7, and Exhibit 7 has an existing plan and related existing elevation. And so I'm seeing a window on the left side of the elevation, which is now into what you're calling the studio.
That's correct.
Okay, and then you're proposing, in the proposal, you're proposing to also add a roof overhang there, and it appears in the plan that you're showing that that also will allow a car to pull up and provide a covered entrance from the driver's side of a car?
Or if you.
Or passenger side if you
ma-
pull in the other way?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
That's the U portion of it.
Understood, okay. Right, so currently the driveway is just is a traditional straight-in driveway with a walkway, and that's the 30 feet of travel that you were
That's
testifying
correct.
to? Okay. And so the U driveway would allow you to pull up closer to the entrance?
Yes.
And this overhang is an extension of the existing porch, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
As we stand right now.
And it would be cantilevered over, extended out,
Yes.
without the need of columns, right? Obviously, because a car has to drive underneath?
Right.
Okay.
That's correct.
I understood. And that will be in similar, and if this is a question for your architect, that you can defer to them, this would be similar spirit to the existing roof that is on the house now? In
Oh, yeah.
character, style,
Absolutely.
roofing, materials? Are you adding the columns? Are there columns now?
There are columns now.
Okay.
We might add to them or replace them.
Right, replace them in order to restructure this cantilever.
Exactly.
Okay, right, so it'll be quite a little bit of engineering that'll happen there.
Yes.
Okay. And the coverage, you're asking for a little bit over? How much over? So you're asking for a building coverage of 25% where 20 is required. Is that, how much are you over now? Are you currently over now?
Our building coverage, hold on.
And if you want to defer to your architect, that's totally fine.
Yeah, why don't you answer that?
If you can, that would be great.
We can go through all the, yeah,
As
so
soon
we'll
as we're
come back to, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, we'll come back to that then. Okay. The studio, could you just walk us through again what do you know, was the studio, did you change the studio when you purchased the house?
Flip to the floor plan?
Yep.
It's right after that, I think. It's a drawn, I drew it.
Oh, 9. Is it 9? Exhibit 9?
yeah,
Oh,
it's
I see, yep, okay.
Okay. The studio was an addition by the original owner.
And it existed when you bought the house?
That's correct.
Okay, so it wasn't like a garage or anything like that was
The
converted?
garage was what you see as called the office and the laundry.
I see.
That was the original one-car garage.
Okay.
And they also converted that.
I see. Okay.
So Ellen's right now is using the office, and I use the studio for hobbies.
Okay, great. I don't have any other questions at this time.
Okay. Jessica?
Just want to clarify that based on your existing site plan, you currently park your 2 cars in front of your house, correct?
That's correct, as you see it there.
And so by changing your driveway to a U shape, you are not changing that condition. You're still parking your 2 cars in front of your house.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
all. I just wanted to clarify that. I don't have any other questions, Bob.
Ed?
Yeah, the question is,
Are both of you still driving?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, as you age, sometimes you can't drive anymore. Will this?
We're going to put a steel post right. Actually, a neighbor did say that to us. I see you.
Well, the question is, in the way your car is shown underneath this awning, would it work the other way too, where you could let somebody off the passenger side?
Yes. Yes.
Well, I don't know.
That's what it was intended.
Yeah, I need to bring it up and swear you in, so make another note.
Okay, you're right.
That's all I have.
Oh, this is not,
Yeah, that's not,
that, do you have this?
Lauren, and when he says that's all I have, just stop.
Going this way.
It can go either way, right?
That car's gonna come in here, and we're probably gonna end up on a day-to-day.
The record's gonna get sloppy yet. Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not telling you what to do, it's just a suggestion. It's your case, you can talk as much as you want.
okay.
You have any other questions, Ed?
No other question.
All right, and there are other houses with carports in the neighborhood, on your street, right? You have pictures of them in here.
Yeah.
I drive by them all the time.
Right.
So I know them.
Yes.
This isn't really,
Circles.
yeah, this isn't really out of character, besides the one on Ellis Road. That-
On Castle Rock, on
Yeah.
Lawrence, on Maryland,
Yeah.
Yeah,
that faces Lawrence.
okay. You want to bring your architect up? You want to come up now?
Yeah.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
And your full name and the capacity in which you appear before the board this evening?
Sure. So it's Aaron, Aaron, and then Forsman, Forsman, and then I'm the project manager through Wiedemann Architecture for this project. And then, did you want me to answer the first two
Yes.
questions?
Yes.
So you mentioned regarding the building coverage. So it's an increase of about, it was 128.5 square feet, which was about 1.3%.
So it was currently 1.3 over the allowable.
No, it was currently about, so the maximum was 20% and it was at 23.9. So we're increasing it from 23.9% to 25.2.
Okay, right, so that, yeah, my point was that it's already exceeds, and you're only
Yes.
asking for a little bit more.
Yes.
Is that right? Okay, got it. And you're good on impervious? You're not seeking
Yes,
relief on
we're-
impervious? Okay.
Yes, we're just under.
Okay.
And then the second question was regarding if you could use the driveway in the opposite direction?
I believe so, yes.
Yes. Yeah, you should be able to go the opposite way, and if you want to let someone out the passenger side instead, you could.
Okay. Any other questions for Aaron? Jess? Ed?
no, the question I had was the fact that the car can let passengers off underneath this cover.
Yep.
Okay, the other question,
No,
Yes.
Yes.
Well, the main one, the one in the front.
Yeah. If you use it in the opposite direction, you can let passengers under.
direction.
okay.
Lauren, it's Aaron's turn.
We're good.
Go ahead, Ed.
The other question, did you consider the use of temporary awnings?
I'm sorry, one more time?
Awnings that are retractable or awnings?
Not really, no. We were more thinking of the character of the front of the house and wanted to have something a bit more permanent.
It's the permanence. An awning could not hold, I'm sorry. Couldn't hold the snow.
You're going to confuse the record. So Aaron's answering the question. If you disagree with him when he's done, correct him.
I'm sorry.
But
I didn't.
go ahead, Aaron.
That was pretty much it. It was still about the permanent look of the front and really trying to keep in character. Because a temporary awning, I feel like, would kind of detract from the value of the house and the look of the house off the front.
And the awning probably wouldn't stand snow loads.
Yeah.
Gotcha, that's all I have.
Anything else?
No other questions for Aaron, but I have a question for
Yes.
the applicants.
Anything else for Aaron? Ed?
No other questions.
Okay. Go ahead, Jesse.
A question for the applicants. Would you accept a condition that the extended roof overhangs would not be enclosed in the future? Meaning you wouldn't try to add walls and doors to them? I don't think you're not talking about doing that, but the relief goes with the land, so we would want to put a condition that somebody down the road, 20 years down the road, 50 years in the road, down the road, doesn't come in and enclose it and change the desired look, that you were trying to maintain the character of the neighborhood. We don't want to have somebody come in and we're all gone and somebody comes in and just encloses it. So is that okay?
Yes.
Okay, great.
And Lauren, last time when you were here, there were a bunch of neighbors who signed petitions and came out. Have you spoken to the neighbors about these plans?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and we had a sign up in the front. They
I know.
all know
Yeah.
about it.
So everyone that you've talked to has expressed support?
Gratitude.
Yes.
And the people across the street, the Spelseys,
Yes.
they're
Oh, they're very.
supportive?
Yes.
Okay.
And the neighbors are supportive.
Did anyone tell you they were against this?
No.
Okay. Any other questions? Anything else you guys would like to add?
No.
Just
Thank
thank
you
you
for
for,
question.
With that, I'll ask if there's anyone present that received certified mail that wishes to testify? Anyone that received regular mail? Any other residents of Haverford Township? With that, we'll close the record on this case, and a decision will be rendered either this evening. If we're unable to render a decision this evening, one will be rendered at our next regularly scheduled meeting on.
August 21st. Thank you.
thank you very much.
Well, since it's early, I think we're going to be able to get to the.
Appreciate your
Think
time.
we'll get to this one?
Okay, good. Thank you.
All right, we'll resume the meeting of the Haverford Township Zoning Hearing Board. With regard to case Z 25-25, Lauren Turney and Ellen Mulcahy, I won't read the rest of the description into the record unless somebody specifically requests that I do so. I would ask Jess, are you, oh, sorry, thanks. Sorry, Jeff. See, he's real. I would ask, Jesse, are you prepared to vote?
I am.
Ed, are you prepared?
Yes, I am.
Jessica? And so am I. Jess, would you please take that decision?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I would vote to approve the requested relief with the following conditions. 1, that the roof overhangs will not be enclosed. 2, water runoff will be controlled so as not to adversely impact neighbors. And 3, the project will be completed within 1 year and in accordance with the notes of testimony.
Ed?
I agree.
Jessica?
I agree.
And so do I. That application's approved with those conditions, 4-0. Good luck. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
All right. And then next case, Z 25-26, Lorianne Durry, almost called you Lorraine. Lorianne, I'll get it. Owner of 403 Covington, and I won't read the rest of the description into the record unless somebody specifically requested I do so. I would ask Jess, are you prepared to vote? Jesse?
Yes.
Ed?
Yes.
And so am I. Jessica, would you please take that decision?
I would vote to approve the application with the following conditions. The addition will not have a second floor. Water runoff will be controlled so as not to adversely impact neighbors, and then work will be completed within 1 year in accordance with the notes of testimony.
Ed?
I concur.
Jess?
I concur.
And so do I. That application is approved with those conditions, 4-0. Next case, Z 25-27, Juan and Sean Forrestal. And I won't read the rest of the description into the record unless somebody specifically requests that I do so. And I repeat that for the record because each case has its own independent record. Jesse, are you prepared to vote?
I am.
Jessica, are you prepared?
I am.
Ed?
Yes.
As am I. Ed, would you please take that decision?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. I vote to approve the requested variance with the following conditions. The deck will not have a permanent roof. The only utility on the deck will be electric. Stormwater will not be directed in a manner that would adversely impact the neighbors, and the project will be constructed in accordance with the notes of testimony and with 1 year of final approval.
Okay. Jessica?
Agree?
Jesse?
I agree.
And so do I. That application is approved 4-0 with those conditions. Good luck. Good luck, guys. Any other administrative matters?
No, I did not have an opportunity to present meeting minutes this go-around.
Okay. Any other discussion? We're good? We are adjourned.